10-minute training webinar, Adobe tips and tricks. My name is Jen Gervais. I'm the marketing and account manager here at Braver. This webinar is going to be listen and learn. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them into the Q&A box and I'll answer them as I'm able. Also, as I was preparing for this training, I realized that it's going to run a bit longer than 10 minutes. So if you need to jump off at any point, I understand. It's being recorded, so you'll be able to view it another time by going to our resources tab and to the training page on our website. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a PDF, how to combine multiple files into one PDF document, and how to extract a page or two from a larger PDF document. And I'm going to try to squeeze in how to make some basic edits in a PDF document as well. These are 4 key features that I use on a daily basis. So I hope you'll find them useful. To start off, I just kind of wanted to talk about Adobe Acrobat and Adobe Reader. Sometimes the two are confused a little bit, and I just wanted to clarify that. Adobe Reader is the free software that usually comes with your computer or free to download that allows you to view and print PDF documents. It's really limited to what it allows you to do with PDFs. It's pretty restricted to viewing and printing. For anything more, if you need to amend, edit, create, or there's a whole slew of things that the Adobe Acrobat Pro will allow you to do to manipulate documents, PDF documents, make changes, or there's lots of other things, turning them into forms, things of that nature. But you need the Adobe Acrobat Pro version installed, and that's what we're going to be using today. Adobe usually offers this as a downloadable subscription. It's web-based, although you still can find it on occasion on some of the office supply store shelves where you take it home and install it on your computer, but you don't get the updates and support that you get, the same availability of support that you get with the downloadable version. Adobe is notorious for after a few years, they stop supporting older versions of everything they put out. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we are going to create a PDF. So as you can see here on my screen, I have my Adobe Acrobat Pro software opened on my computer. There's a couple ways you can create PDFs. One is through this Adobe, having this Adobe window with this Adobe software open. This is not typically how I create a PDF. I'm going to show you my easy first version. What I usually like to do is, let's say I am working with a Microsoft Word document, and I've finished with whatever I'm doing with it. And I'd like to turn it into a PDF, either to share or put up on the website or email to somebody. What the best part about the Adobe Pro software is once it's downloaded on your machine, it integrates into all your Microsoft Office suites products. So, and some of your other software as well. So it's nice because it's already there for you to use while you're in other software platforms. So with this, I have my Word document open. I'm going to go up to File, and you'll see on the left-hand side that Save as an Adobe PDF is actually one of my choices here. So I don't really have to go far. So I'm going to go ahead and save it as an Adobe PDF. It's going to ask me where I want to save it. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my desktop. I'm going to just change this with a number 1 so you know that this is the first version we saved. Here it goes. It's converting it to an Adobe PDF file. Usually fairly quick. It really depends on how many pages of the document you're asking it to convert. And there we go. You see it open. It goes ahead once it's converted it and opens it right up in the Adobe Acrobat Pro software. Okay, and we've already saved it, so we really don't need to do anything more to this. I did want to quick show you the second way. So if you are in your Adobe Acrobat software and you want to create a PDF from here, you'll go up to the top left corner to File, and you're going to go down to Create. You're going to see here that there's lots of different things you can create. We're going to go over and we're going to create a PDF from file. Now, if you had a scanner, this is where you could tell your scanner to go ahead and scan whatever it was, and it can pull it in as a PDF. Or sometimes you might have something on your clipboard, but we're just going to do a real basic PDF from file. It's going to go ahead and ask me, where the file is. I'm going to go ahead and tell it it's this one here, and it opens it up. And sorry, I have it open, so it's not letting me open it again. I'm going to go again, create PDF from file. I'm going to go ahead and tell it it's this one. It is now going to head and open it up for me because I don't have it open somewhere else. Again, usually only takes a minute or so, depending on the size. And again, it opens it up here. The difference with this one is this isn't automatically saved as a PDF. It's just converted it to a PDF and it's sitting here in the software. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and save it. And I'm going to save it to my desktop, but you can see I already have one here named 1. I'm going to go ahead and change this to a 2. So there's going to be 2 different files there. And then that's it. So that would be the difference. You just have to remember to save it if you do open it this way. So the next item I use quite often is I take multiple files and turn them into one PDF document. So sometimes you might have various different files for different reasons. You want to pull them together maybe to create a report that you're going to send out to somebody. The cool thing about Adobe is you can use any type of file. You can choose any type of file to combine, and it's going to automatically convert it into a PDF. You don't have to convert it before you pull it in to be combined. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that works. Again, we're going to go up to File in the top left corner and click, and you're going to go back to that Create. And you're going to see the option here, Combine Files into a Single PDF. We're going to go ahead and choose that. And now it's going to bring up, it's going to ask me which files I want to add. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of Word documents. And I'm going to go and add a couple of already items that I have PDF'd. Once I've chosen what I like, I'm going to go ahead and click Open. And here you're going to see the files that I chose. At any point in time when you have this open, you can go ahead and drag them and move them around as needed. Basically, it's going to save them in that order. If you get to this point and you've pulled in a few and you realize you need to pull in a few more, it's no big deal. You can go back up to the top and add some more files. Add one more. And then we're going to go ahead and combine it. So now this may take a little longer because now this is going to convert the Word documents that I asked it to combine into a PDF before it combines them all into a single document. So this does take a couple extra minutes, and you'll see it shows you the progress along the way with your check marks up here. And you can see down at the bottom here in the bottom left corner, it kind of tells you where it's at and what it's doing. Once it's taken all these documents and combined them into a single document, I'm going to go ahead and name it for you. It's just going to give it a temporary name, and you'll see up here in the top left and the tab, it named it Binder 1. So again, this isn't saved anyplace. So you're going to want to remember to save this, and you can change the name so it makes sense as to what it is. So you can see here, it has 12 pages that it took of all those that I combined, and that's great. And I might see here, oh, I totally forgot that I wanted to add a cover sheet to this, and I did not combine it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up ahead to top left corner to File, Create, Combine Files into a single PDF. Now I also have this choice here to add open files. Basically, it's going to look at any of the PDFs that I have open in my Adobe Acrobat software here. And I can choose if I want to combine them. So I'm going to add the open file here, this binder 1. I'm going to go ahead and add that. So you can see it here. Then I'm going to go out and I'm going to choose my cover sheet that I want to add, which is on my desktop. And you'll see that it added it in here. Now, again, I can drag it to the front if I wanted to, but I'm not going to yet. I'm going to show you another way we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and combine these files. You'll see that it now created it as a binder 2. So the binder 1's still there without the cover. The new one we just created is binder 2 with the cover. Normally at this point I'd save it just to make sure, but I'll do that in a second. So that's great. I added my cover sheet, but it added it to the end, the back end. Well, I do want to change the order of some of these pages around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the left side, and these are some shortcuts to the tools that I often use. To add shortcuts over here to this left side, if you come up to the top left corner, you'll see here the second ribbon down has a Tools tab. If you click there, this it shows you all the tools available in this platform. You'll see below it, add means it'll add it over here to the right side to your shortcut menu, and you can see the ones that I already have there are just click open. So I could go ahead and open the tool if I wanted. I like using the shortcut menu over here. So I have my document open, and I want to organize my pages. And look, lo and behold, here it is, organize pages. So I'm going to click on organize pages. Now, when I'm here, I'm in the tool, organize pages. I can drag and drop. So I'm going to go ahead and drag my title slide to the front. I think I'm going to move this over here. If you want to select multiple pages, I can click on the first one, hold my control key, and select again, and move, move the files wherever a group of pages around. I also might decide that, you know what, I don't want this page in this document. So I'm going to go ahead and hover over. You'll see there's a trash can here. You'll also see that there's these directionals. So if I needed to change the page orientation, I could. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that page. It just confirms that you want to delete it. So now I think I'm pretty well set with what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and close. Now, close isn't close the document. It's just closing this Organize Pages tool. So you'll see it's still here. One thing at the top, you'll notice here, this plus and minus. If you click the plus or minus, it zooms in or zooms out so you can get a better overview of what you have. So you can see here that it's gone ahead and moved my pages around where I wanted them. And that's great. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to save it onto my desktop, and I'm going to call this test PDF. And you'll see at the top here, it changes the name, so I know which document I'm in. So another feature I often use is, let's say somebody sent this to me, and it's a multi-page PDF document, and I really only want to break out one piece, one page of this. I just want to send this page here, this 11 reasons why 1 through 3. I just want to break this out of the document. This is what I want to send to somebody. What I'm going to do, you could do this with any multi-page. Let's say you have a report and you just wanted to break out one sheet of it, or maybe 2 or 3 sheets of it. You go ahead and open it up and go over here to Organize Pages again. If you right-click on any of these pages, it gives you a bunch of different options of things you can do to that page. We're not going to jump into some of these other items today. All we're looking at right now is we're going to extract this one page. We're going to go ahead and say extract the page. We have options up here of deleting the other pages after extracting, or extracting if, let's say, we picked multiple pages and we wanted to extract each one of them as a separate file. We're just going to extract this one page right now as a separate file. We're just going to say extract. You'll see it opens it up in its own tab. It's just this one page. We can go ahead and save it as its own one-page file. Easy enough. I'm not really going to save it. So let's see here. So let's say we've created now our multi-page report here, our multi-page file, and we notice, oh my gosh, there's a typo. I need to change this. I need to edit this. And instead of going to the original file editing the original file, which you should do and fix a typo anyway. But as a quick tool, as you're sending this report out, you can go over here on the right side to your shortcut tools, and you're going to go ahead and click Edit PDF. What it does is it actually scans all the pages on this PDF, and it looks for text, and it looks for images. You'll see at the bottom, it's converting into editable. So it is a little bit limited. So certain things like it's viewing this cover slide, it's viewing this text here as an image. So it's not going to let me fix this text. But there's other tricks to that because you can import new images and add text and things of that nature. But really what I want to do for the most part, it does read the text and it sees this here. And I don't know if you can see, but as I hover over it, there's boxes around the text that highlight. I'm going to go ahead and click my cursor into it. And you can see it's blinking and it's ready for me to go ahead and edit it. So I'm going to edit the text here and click out of it. And pretty much you can do that anywhere you see the boxes highlighted. You can go ahead and edit, add text, things of that nature. If I wanted to go ahead and add text up here in the top ribbon, you'll see there's lots of different things that it's allowing you to do in this edit PDF. We're going to go ahead and add text. And right now you'll see it kind of changes the cursor, the pointer, if you will, to more of a cursor. And I'm going to go ahead and drop it where I want to add text. And I can go ahead and add text. Over on the right-hand side, you could see I could format that text. I can go ahead and change the font if I want. You should select the text before you go ahead and change your font. So you're telling it that that's the text you want to change. You could change the size of your text. You could change the color. So you can go ahead and add text in to your PDF document, wherever. And when you're done, again, we're closing not the document, we're just closing the edit tool. And when you're done, here you are. It's a PDF again. It's not editable. It's just the PDF you had. And then you can go ahead and save it as it is. In your editing tool, there's some more features, which we'll probably go over in a different training on. You can delete images, add images, edit images that are in it. You can crop your page sizes. There's a lot you can do in the PDF itself, not having to go back to the original files to do any of it. So I think that's it for those 4 basic things that I use daily. Cool thing is you can open it up and explore it a little bit, try out some of these tools. Again, you can use this tool tab up here. I'm going to be doing another training on how to add signatures to PDFs, creating a signature stamp. We're going to be learning about how to turn a PDF into a fillable form that you could send to people and collect information and have it import into spreadsheets. This Adobe Acrobat Pro is chock full of things you can do. And I use it on a daily basis. And I think I'm only using like 10% of what it can really do. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up to questions now and see if anyone has any questions on anything that we've covered or anything that they're interested in learning about. And I don't see any questions popping through. You're always welcome to email me if you have a quick question, if you're using this and you get stuck. And, you know, there's lots of other videos and training out there on this. If there's any particular tool or feature that you're trying to use and you're not sure how to use it. But this is being recorded, so you can go ahead and look back at it as needed up on our resource page. So with that, I'll let you get back to your day, and I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.